I'm going to do as many trees as I can in this vicinity of the area. I got to do a lot of those. So when the sun starts breaking in, it'll come into these windows and the skylight. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, a paint pimp don't know shit, okay? Just let that ponder for a minute. Just say I don't know nothing. That's fine. Okay, now actually listen to the theory. Okay, I had 3 fans here pulling the overspray out. And I had to hit air coming in here. Now, if you're gonna close the garage door and put the air filters there, so what you're doing, you're pulling the air from the bottom, which is pulling the dirt because it's close to the ground, and then it's coming up and it's going through. So it has to work harder. In theory, remember, you don't know shit, okay? So now just say, like I used to do, you pull the garage door down and you take the 1 or 2 top panels and you fold it down. So from here to here, where you can see that's garage door, and from here to here there's no garage door. So you're pulling the air here straight in and it's going straight across, going straight out. You're going to get better airflow. But you don't know shit, just in theory. Now, if you're going to put fans down here at the floor to bring the air in, positive and negative pressure, I understand that, but the fans are still on the floor. And what is it pulling? Dirt is on the ground. It is in the air, but it's pulling across the floor. Just saying, if you're going to spray more than once. I've been in a lot of spray booths. I'm not saying car spray booths. I've been in a lot of industrial spray booths and I looked at the theory. Okay, this is what I did. I took a 2x4 jig, and you see I got a slot there. You see all the way down there's a slot. Right there are house filters. I used to slide those filters in. I call it a filter bank. Then I'd put it up here. First I had 1 bank. And then the airflow here wasn't the same as there. So I put 2 filter air banks in, 1 here and 1 here, added onto it. That way I could baffle it on the back side when it be out here. I could take wood like that and baffle certain areas where I wanted the airflow. But like I said, this is just in theory. If you like to shoot or you don't like to shoot, just listen to the theory. Now, you want to pull air straight across. Water and air is going to go in least resistance. Now, say I'm in here spraying and I got my airflow, but I leave this door open. Now she's going to pull air here. It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be consistent. You want the airflow to be consistent. You know, I'll show you at the shoe shack, my spray booth is set up right, but not really. And I'll explain that when I get there. And I'll show you what I think about fine line tape and how to apply it. It's just my opinion. Doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It's just my opinion. Now, a downdraft booth is the best. Think about it in theory. Air comes in from the top and it sucks the paint away. Okay? Where I used to work, they used to have water in the trough. So when it was pulled down, the overspray would hit the water and be carried away to a sludge room, dried out and burnt. Because paint goes up and gravity pulls it down. In my experience, that paint is heavier than air. So it wants to fall. Okay. Oh, what time is it? Well, it's blurry time. It's 5:30, something like that. I had to put some casings on my mom's window. Okay, airflow in the spray booth. It works good, but it's not really set up 100%. And there isn't much I can do about it, and it is what it is. This bank equals that bank. If you notice, it's darker there than here, because it's pulling more air from the bottom. Even though it's pulling from this whole bank, here's the problem. This is why airflow is important. To be consistent through your whole spray booth. Doesn't matter if it's a real spray booth or a homemade one. If I left this door open, it'd pull air from here. So it'd be stronger here, not here. This is the problem. You get air coming here, fills this spot, that's fine. Then the air has to pull through this door. This is 7 foot. And so you got 2 foot. Okay, so it's pulling here, and it's probably taking the air and swirling it, I would assume. But now you're narrowed the pattern down. That's why it's taking the air from the bottom, from about that spot down, maybe a little bit higher. Now, if I had time or money or whatever, and I don't, and it's not a problem, I'd take this out. Then that creates another problem, because you'd have to get up in the ceiling and make it on an angle to get the airflow consistent. Anyway, anybody that's watched my videos for a while know what time it is. That's what time it is. It's getting there. Anyway, I gotta pull this pinstripe off, and it bridged. I'm sure it did, because I let it set for a couple of days because it got sidetracked with the stripes in Pac-Man's car and blah blah. So I'm sure that paint is gonna bridge. So I'm gonna have a problem. Anyway, and then let's fast forward to this. I just assume people knew this. I know it from trial and error. Maybe some people don't. Okay, I made a comment on somebody's video, and the person took it positive, because that's how I meant it. I never would do it, but you have to, especially if you've never done something. You don't have to, you should. Commercial break. Test panel. I used to think it was a waste of time. I used to use my car or whatever I'm painting as a test panel. No, that's not a test panel. That's a serious mistake. I've done my share of mistakes. My tripod sucks, that's all I can say, because I had to fix it and now it don't work with turd bomb. Okay, so if it don't fall, so let's just go right here. We there? No, we're not there. Where the hell are we at? Anyway, we're over here somewhere. There we go. Okay. 3M tape. Well, let me stand back. So I get different sizes. It's affordable. Okay? There's a couple reasons why I do like it, a couple reasons I don't like it. When you're trying to use this wide tape, you can. But you got to realize, the wider the tape, the harder it is. If you want to go around a circle, you can only go so sharp. And if you start, I'm going to exaggerate it. You see where it's still yellow right there? And see how when you put this down, you see the little air pockets? That means it's going to blow up underneath her. It definitely is gonna. Maybe I have to bring you in and show you. I wouldn't use this to do stripes, not on the curves. Not on the curves, because if you pull too far, this is what happens. As soon as you get that air pocket, paint's gonna blow underneath there. So you gotta have it like that. See how it wants to keep coming back? Now you can stretch it, and you can stretch it so far that there ain't no glue or whatever adhesive there. That is not how I would do it. I've done it like that, got results I didn't like, so not saying you can't. You can actually use heat, but you're just trying to mask the problem. And if you got made it all this far to pinstripe a car, you don't want to redo it. So just say I was going to use Now, you gotta realize too, even in 3M tape, see how one's tan and one's green? The one on the right is tan and the green is on the left. The green is a little bit more expensive, but if you buy in bulk, you're good. This will tend to stretch more. This will stretch, but see how fine it is? They make it finer. This is how I do corners. Just say I was going to do this. Here's my stripe, and like Batman, he wants I call it Camaro stripes. SS stripes. He wants the other little line there. That's fine. Can't just lay down the curve, but you can, but it's going to have a problem. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to come out here and keep it taut. And then when you, like I said, well, when you have air pockets like that, it's going to blow underneath there. So what you need to do is do your fingernail, and you got to look, see how it wants to come back, because it doesn't like to be stretched. I don't have the thinner stuff in this because I don't use that for graphics or whatever you want to call it. I use K-tape. K-tape is 1/8. The reason I like, because Slow SRT said blue tape. Yeah, I like that. The reason I like the orange tape, I prefer it, is because when you do in multi-graphics and you want, as soon as the candy is not dried but where it's not stringing, you want to pull the tape off, otherwise it'll bridge, and I'm going to have a problem with the toolbox. I know I am. This stuff, the bad thing is it's the same as this other tape, but the K-tape, you know, you get what you pay for. What do you want to go back and spend time? Now, if you look real close, you gotta look real close. See to the right, where it's more vivid orange, and then here. See how it curved? Now you can go finer than that, but I don't. But see, if you look real close, you won't see no air pockets. And it does go by how old the tape is too. It makes a difference. You know? Like I said, when you lay candy or something, or anything, don't let it bridge, because that toolbox, like I just said, it's going to be a problem. I already know that. What you want to do is, you want to pull the tape up, and you want to pull it at a, everybody knows this. Maybe they don't, I don't know. I thought everybody knew the difference between tape. It's the same thing different with guns. You don't ever want to, especially fine line tape, you don't want to pull like this. You bridge, because you want to do 180 and pull back, opposite, to peel it. This is good for in between stripes. Say you got a border along the edge, and then lay this, and then lay some of this down to make a border to give your depth instead of measuring it all out. Because not everything is 3/4 inch tape. I would never use. I don't even care if it's yellow tape for bodywork. I would never run paint up to that line, because it's not. This is different. The rest of it, I don't even like yellow tape for bodywork. I think it's greasy. I don't like it, so I use the green because I'm cheap. Anyway, so you want to see what I'm talking about, bridging? Oh yeah, I've done this more than once, and I'm pretty sure that this is going to bridge. Real sure it's going to bridge. Okay, where's my tools? Another commercial break. Maybe I'll edit it. Well, where did I put it now? I don't know where I put it. Right here. Well, I'll shut you off when I get with the program.